All right, guys, so Wednesday's lesson. Woo-hoo. All right, we're going to talk about summations. This one should be a pretty short video, shorter than Monday's was. So we're going to talk about summations. Now, guys, here's the clue. Okay, they're kind of like series in a way. Okay, so they're part of a series, but it's called a summation. Okay, we're going to find a sum. Now, the big difference is how it's going to be written. Okay, so you're going to use this big giant E thing. Okay, so if you want to know, okay, so all I did was, okay, I drew a little tail, right? Then over, sharp down, sharp down, sharp down, and then put a tail on it, okay? Now, what this is this is the Greek letter sigma. Okay, so you probably see this often if you guys watch college movies. Those of you have brothers and sisters in college or something like that, okay? Or when you go to college, you're going to see probably sigma a lot. All right, so in math, though, what that means, it means to find a sum. Okay, in math, it's find a sum. Now, they look weird and they look difficult. They're really not, okay? So just hang with me and I'll show you. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to draw ourselves a sigma. Okay, if you don't want to draw, guys, just do that. That's fine. I don't care. As long as you understand what's going on, okay, or this. You don't have to put the tails on them. Okay, just do something. If you, it's a sideways M, by the way, so you don't want to do it that way. Turn it. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. In your sigma, you're going to have a bunch of stuff on it. So you're probably going to have something on the bottom. You're definitely going to have something on the bottom. It's going to be a variable equals a number, okay, on the bottom. At the top, there's going to be another number. And then off to the right, okay, there's in parentheses. Usually it's in parentheses. Sometimes it's not. Okay, there's going to be a formula. Okay, this is the first number you plug in. Okay, this number up here is the last number you plug in. Now, you're probably like, well, where the heck am I plugging stuff in? Right here. This is where you plug in. Okay, so what this means is you're going to take the numbers 1 through 6. So you're going to plug in 1 here, get an answer. Plug in 2, get an answer. 3, 4, 5, and 6, all the way to 6. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add them at the end. Okay, so add at the end. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I like to set it up. I know I need to start with 1, right? And I need to do 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I just like to write the numbers out that I need to plug in. So again, you start from 1, and how do I know where to stop? I stop up here at 6. Okay, so now this variable right here, you're going to notice matches with that variable right there. Every single time it's going to match. That's where you plug the number in. Okay, if there were 2 x's, you'd plug it into both of them, and I'll show you one like that. Okay, so right here, so we're going to take 1, right? And we're going to just plug it into 2 times 1. Okay, we're going to plug 1 in here, right? So there's the 2x and get an answer. That's 2, right? Then we're going to plug in 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. Then we do 2 times 3. Remember, we're plugging it in right here. So that's why I keep doing 2 times. That's 6. And 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 6 is 12. And at the very end, guys, you're going to add them. And then that's going to be your answer, okay? So 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12. Guys, that's the answer. Okay? It's honestly that easy. The only thing that gets more complicated is how you're going to plug it in. I'll show you guys once. Okay? So let's do this next one. So I got my sigma, right? We're going to go from P equals 0 to 4 into 3p plus 1. Okay, so you're going to plug in all the numbers from 0 through 4, okay, up to 4, into here for p, and then you're going to add them together. So where do I start? I need 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Okay, you're going to plug them in here. So I need 3p plus 1. So we're going to go 3 times 0 plus 1. Now I'm going to write it out the long way so you guys can see the math. If you know how to do it in your head, that's fine. So 3 times 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, right? So 3 times 1 plus 1 is 3 plus 1, so that's 4. 3 times 2 plus 1. Okay, so 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 times 3 plus 1 So 9 plus 1 is 10, and 3 times 4, whoops, jumped ahead of myself, plus 1, so that's 12 plus 1, so that's 13, right? Don't forget to add it at the end, okay? So that's 7, that's 11, guys, that's 12, that's 23, so 12 and 23, your answer should be, nope, 35, okay? So 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13 is 35, okay? Pretty easy, right? Now, I'm just going to show you, I think I got 2 more. Yeah, I got 2 more just because I want to show you what they may look like on delta math. So some of them might look a little more complicated. So I got x equals 1 to 5 of 3x squared plus x. Okay. So I'm going to put in parentheses. Again, it doesn't need to be in parentheses. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. Depends on what book you're looking at. Okay, so you start from 1 and go to 5, right? So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I like to do this just so I know when I'm done or how close I am. Now, there's 2 x's here, right? That means I need to plug the number into both of these. So we're going into 3x squared plus x, right? So we're going to go 3, oops, squared, I wrote it on the other paper. 3 times 1 squared plus 1. Now, make sure you do your math right. Remember, you do exponents first. I got to do that first. So that's 3 times 1, because 1 squared is 1, and then plus 1. So 3 plus 1, that's 4. Okay? Then we're going to do 3 times 2 squared plus 2, because I need to plug it here and here, right? So that's going to give me 3 times 4, because 2 squared is 4, and then plus 2. So 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Then we're doing 3 times 3 squared plus 3. Again, 3 here and 3 here. So that gives me 3. 3 squared is 9 plus 3. So 3 times 9 is 27 plus 3 gives me 30. Right? Then 3 times 4 squared plus 4. So 3 times 16 plus 4. Just be careful when you're doing these. What tends to happen is you rush through them, and even I do it, and then you start putting things in the wrong place, just kind of like I did right there. So be careful. Okay, so 3 times 16 is 48, plus 4 gives me 52. And then 3 times 5 squared plus 5. So that's 3 times 25 plus 5 gives me 75 plus 5, which is 80. Don't forget to add them at the end, right? Okay, so 80 plus 52 plus 30 plus 14 plus 4, and I got 180. Okay, so last one I want to show you, because it looks a little weird, and you got to be careful. Don't miss it. Okay, we're going from x equals 1 to 4 of 3 minus 3x. Okay, so there may be a number out here. Guys, what this means, when there's a number out here, that means you're going to multiply by 2 at the end. Okay, so what you would do is once you get this final answer, then you multiply it by whatever's out there. Okay, so we're going from 1 to 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to do 3 minus 3x, right? So 3 minus 3 times 1. If you want to do it this way, 3 minus 3 times 2, 3 minus 3 times 3, 3 minus 3 times 4, and then do it across. I don't care. It's however your brain works, guys. Okay, so 3 minus 3 times 1 is 3, so that's 0. Then 3 minus 3 times 2, so 6, so 3 minus 6 is negative 3. Then we got 3 minus 3 times 3, so 9, so 3 minus 9 gives me negative 6. And then 3 times 4 is 12, so 3 minus 12 is negative 9. Okay, so I'm going to add these up. Okay, so 0. Now, remember, you can really just subtract them, right? So 0 minus 3 minus 6 minus 9. If you want to add them, that's fine. But this is actually, that's negative 9, right? Negative 9 and negative 9 gives me negative 18. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take this negative 18 and multiply it by that 2. So we're going to go negative 18 times 2, which gives me negative 36. That's your answer. Okay, so let me just show you the delta math. I don't think I'm going to do any because they're pretty basic. Just kind of went through all of them. Whoops. Okay, so here's the delta math. Again, the variables are going to match, okay, right there. So you would just do, okay, from 1 to 4, right? So we got 1, 2, let's see if it works. No, it doesn't work with my finger. Okay, then we would do 3 and 4. Right? That was bad. All right, so you're going to do 1 through 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Negative 4 plus 2t. Get them and then add the answer at the end, okay? So that was 1. Okay, so again, right here. So we're going to start from 2. We're going to plug in everything from 2, right? So from 2 to 6 into here for P. So we're going to plug in 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you're going to get your answer and you're going to multiply it by 7. Okay, and that's all you guys got to do. Okay, it should be pretty easy. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, have a good night, guys, or a good day whenever you're watching this.